So as I was editing the video that you're just about to watch, the new teaser came out, and in it, it's the same wall that you've seen. The video should be playing now, but then randomly, what rolls past is just like a Lucio ball, just like a random giant Lucio ball, just rolls past. I don't know if this is telling us that we're going to be getting Rialto or whatever as a Lucio ball map. Some people think it's Hammond's escape pod. I really don't know. It's hard to tell. I've been like trying to look at the newspapers and the box that flies by to see if anything is given away when the box moves, but there's not really anything that I can discern that changes or anything that really gives anything away. Now this video is slightly more to the left, so I've been looking, see if there's anything on the left side, but I haven't been able to see anything. I really don't know what it's trying to say, but it's here. It's a thing. So yeah, I'm going to get back to the rest of the video. I don't know what's happening with this thing, but it's here. So enjoy it. Hello everybody, it is me, NTC, and I'm here today to talk about the teaser that Overwatch released this past Thursday. It has been 4 days since the teaser was released, and we've got no information since then to give us any ideas as to what the teaser may be alluding to specifically, but of course everyone is under the impression that it is a hero teaser, and that potentially it has some map stuff in there as well. So I want to talk about it and give you my opinion on it and why I think most of what people have been talking about with this teaser is wrong, and why I think a lot of people are focusing on the wrong things with this teaser and are putting too much emphasis on things that don't need to be emphasized or have their information wrong. So we're going to start with this right now. So I will keep the image of the teaser up throughout the video because it's important. But the first main thing that you see just from looking at it from left to right, you can see that there are equal rights for Omnix posters on the wall, as well as this little like indent out, or not indent, bump out on the wall, like this pillar thing. There's a poster there, as well as what looks to be potentially a poster for Numbani. It's not really easy to tell what that poster is, right below the equal lights for Omnix poster, but looks like it could be Numbani. Then we have some pipes and a box and a safe and a soccer ball or a Lucio ball underneath a Lucio in concert poster. Next to that there is a Horizon Lunar Colony poster that has a monkey and a dog on it, as well as a no bots graffiti. Then there's another Horizon Lunar Colony poster, which is power for New Horizons, blood not circuits, is spray painted on that as well. And then there's a poster behind it which says Scrapyard, and there's a shadowy figure that looks like it could be the Junkertown Queen. All of this is on just a wall, and we don't really know a ton about what is supposed to be looked at here, but I have a couple things that I want to talk about that I think people are getting wrong, and that I think people are putting too much emphasis on and too much focus on that they shouldn't be. The first thing is the map that this teaser takes place on. So a lot of people, myself included, originally thought that this teaser was King's Row. It's not. It's Rialto. The wall itself is from Rialto. It is from right past the first checkpoint. If you are heading out of the second spawn for the offense, right after you go underneath that like little archway right before the bridge, turn left, boom, you're right there. However, it is modified. The light above the posters isn't there on Rialto. There's lights on the floor in Rialto that aren't there. The pipes and the safe and the box, all that kind of stuff, that isn't there. So clearly the scene is edited and it is changed to look like something else. So just because the wall is Rialto doesn't mean that the scene itself is meant to take place in Rialto, because it's a different thing entirely. It's not the same look, and it's not the same scene as what we have in Rialto. So clearly, Rialto isn't the most important thing here, because it's not Rialto as it should be. And also, the no bot spray paint is seen all over Kings Row. We know Lucio performed a concert in Kings Row somewhat close to the present day of Overwatch. So I think just because it is Rialto doesn't mean it's meant to be Rialto, if you understand what I'm saying. Just because the actual scenery and the actual scene and the actual setting of the picture is Rialto doesn't mean that the actual tease is meant to take place in Rialto. Because it wouldn't make sense for the no bots or the blood nut circuits to be spray painted on a wall in Venice, because Italy at this point in time is, in the present day at least, which is when I assume this takes place, Italy is not one of the countries that has omnic problems, so I don't know why those would be present. So that's why I doubt that that's supposed to actually be Venice. But also, I just think it screams Kings Row. The lighting, the pipes. I mean, it looks like it's something out of Kings Row that they just didn't want to do in Kings Row because there wasn't a good enough wall. Maybe there wasn't just like a good spot to do this, but that's not the most important part of this. What I think is the most important part of this is the takeaway of the posters. The three posters that I think are important to look at are the main Horizon Lunar Colony one with the monkey and the dog, the Scrapyard poster that looks like it has the Junkertown Queen on it, and the Equal Rights for Omnics posters on the left. Those three give us the clues that I think could allude to any possible hero. So I'm going to start with the Equal Rights for Omnics posters, and I'm going to make my way over to the Scrapyard poster afterwards, so we'll go left to right. So, Equal Rights for Omnics, Horizon Lunar Colony, Scrapyard. So the Equal Rights for Omnics poster, that's of course, like I mentioned, from Kings Row. I don't really think those mean much outside of being Equal Rights for Omnics posters. I don't think it's alluding to us getting an Omnic character or an Omnic hero. I think that, I think a lot of people are looking at it as saying it is Rialto. This image is from Rialto, and there's these Omnics posters, which means it's got to be Maximilian for our next hero. I don't think that's the case. I don't think Maximilian is going to be a hero. Personally, I've talked about this in the past. I just think that Maximilian isn't... I don't think Maximilian is at that point yet. At that point in time where Maximilian is ready to be made into a hero. We don't know enough about Maximilian, in my opinion, unless they can obviously explain it, which they could, because I never thought Brigitte would be a hero, and she is, so... whatever, but she was at least more active, and she was doing stuff that I could see her becoming a hero more than Maximilian ever has. I just don't see Maximilian becoming a hero. I think that he's going to be, sitting in the back, kind of dealing with the finances and the politics, rather than the fighting like Doomfist does. So, I don't think that has anything to do with Maximilian. I mean, it could be an Omnic hero in some capacity, but I don't think it has anything really to do with Maximilian. So I just think it's there because it's a poster that's in the game, and they wanted to populate this wall with posters, so that those posters up. Next, we'll take a look at the Horizon Lunar Colony poster, which, the first thing I want to say, because it's been bugging me and bugging me and bugging me, when everybody calls the monkey in the poster Hammond, there is absolutely no evidence to support that the monkey in this image is Hammond, and it's probably not Hammond. Monkeys were a creature that humanity sent into space, much like they sent dogs into space. And do you know what other animal shows up on this poster with a monkey? A dog. Building our future in space is the punchline, or the motto on the poster, and they have a monkey and a dog because those are the animals that were sent into space. That doesn't make it Hammond, nor do I think it's Hammond. It's just a monkey. There's two different monkeys. There's a monkey and one that looks more like a chimp than a monkey. The main one, the one right above the no bots, is definitely a monkey, but the one on the top right above the Power for New Horizons poster and the Scrapyard poster, that looks like more of an ape or a chimp of some kind, while we have a monkey and a dog representing the animals that are sent into space. It has nothing to do with Hammond, necessarily. Could it be Hammond? Of course, it could be Hammond, but I don't think it is. Um, I think the main thing that they're trying to tell us with the Hammond part, or the Horizon Lunar Colony part, is we're just going to be getting Horizon Lunar Colony changes. Horizon Lunar Colony is a big part of what's going to be happening with the next update, which will probably be tomorrow. And that's probably why they're teasing Horizon Lunar Colony. When it comes to what I think to expect with this calm before the storm, I think a lot of that is just referencing a lot of things that we can expect to see soon. Maybe we'll be getting a Lucio animated short soon. Maybe that's what that means. We're going to be getting changes to Horizon Lunar Colony, so that's maybe what that means. If that is a new bounty poster on the left, then maybe we'll be getting something for Orisa or Doomfist coming soon. Maybe we'll be getting something Omnic related coming soon. Maybe that provides more evidence towards just we're getting an Orisa animated short, and we're getting a Lucio animated short. And maybe we're just getting a lot of changes in the game and things that are going to be coming soon, and that's why it's a calm before the storm. The last poster, of course, last main one, is the Scrapyard one. It looks like the Junkertown Queen is in the background. I think of all three heroes that are being speculated to be teased in this poster, all three heroes that I think are being referenced in air quotes in this poster, I think the Junkertown Queen is the most likely to be a hero. I made a video in the past of the top 5 characters that I think from the lore have the best chance of being added into the game. I had Junkertown Queen at number 1. This supports that. I think that, Junkertown Queen isn't the focus of the poster or the tease. Junkertown Queen is on the far right, kind of in the shadows, kind of hard to see, kind of hard to really make out. Maybe it isn't the Junkertown Queen, but it's just some kind of junker who we will get. But I do think it's the Junkertown Queen, and I think the Junkertown Queen is going to be the next hero, most likely, if, and a big if, the next hero is a character that we know about from the lore. Because it doesn't have to be. We didn't know anything about Moira before Moira was added. We didn't know anything about Orisa before Orisa was added, so it doesn't have to be a character from the lore. But if it is, I think Junkertown Queen's most likely, especially because it seems, now I don't know how 100% true this is, because everything I've seen is that the voice lines that the Junkertown Queen gives when you enter Junkertown are gone. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I've not seen anybody say otherwise, so it seems like those voice lines are gone, which would be pretty necessary if you were going to make the Junkertown Queen into a new fighter, or new hero. Now I got Smash and Overwatch on my mind. Hero, fighter, I keep saying both of those. But I think that if this teaser is all we are going off of for the next hero, I don't think it's going to give us enough information yet. I think we still have a lot more that we need before we can definitively say who it's going to be. But I don't think that it's telling you that the monkey right up front is Hammond. I don't think it's telling you that Maximilian has anything to do with what we're going to be getting. I think the most likely thing that it's telling us is that the Junkertown Queen is likely to come. Especially since, to me, the Junkertown Queen or the Junkertown Scrapyard poster is the one that they're most trying to hide. Whereas the other ones are just pretty easy to tell and pretty easy to detect what they are. That one seems like the one, it's not where your eyes are going to look. Your eyes aren't going to naturally look to the right where it's all dark. It's going to look straight ahead where you see the monkey. And you're going to think, oh, Hammond. And I know we got all this Hammond lore added with the Horizon Lunar Colony rework, but I just don't think Hammond is going to be added yet. I don't think that this is teasing Hammond. It seems too obvious to be a Hammond tease. It seems too obvious to be a Junkertown Queen tease. They don't like to just be super direct and be like, okay, here's what you're getting. They like to trickle the announcements. They don't like to give everything away right away. So I'm skeptical of this really being an announcement either way for either of those two. This could be nothing related to a hero. This could just be teasing a bunch of animated shorts and the fact that we're getting some reworks coming up. So I don't know who the next hero is going to be, but I think that people are assuming incorrectly by saying Hammond is the definite next hero, or that the monkey up front is Hammond, because I don't think that's the case. So That's where I'm going to end this off. I'd like to hear your opinions on this teaser. Who you think the next hero will be based on just this teaser. Based on nothing else, who do you think the next hero will be? I'd love to hear your opinions, but I'm going to end this video off here. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you all in the next video.